Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related. Consciousness is your canvas. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And I'm out and about again. You already know the score. The two noisy ones, Paddy and Willow. And today we are in Buttermere. I'm just currently on Buttermere Lake. And right down there, guys, I'm just walking out into, it's a cold one, into that's Fleetwood Pike down there. And then just up here, obviously you've got, you know, your forest where Haystacks is just behind that. You can't see it from here, but yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic day today. I'm already in the water now, obviously, but yeah, what I did, I brought my GoPro, but something must have like pressed the on button in the bag. So as I went down, turned the bloody camera on. It was a bit of a mad one, a bit of a stressful one, but yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic day today. It's so good to have you all back on the channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. If you are new to the channel, welcome. And yeah, this is it's my last day today in the lakes, and then we're going back home again tomorrow. But I'm falling over here. I don't want to be doing that with my phone in my hand. So yeah, but it's absolutely fantastic. Like, we did that a couple of years ago. I think it might have been about like 2-3 years ago, something like that. And we actually, if you can see there where that path comes down, that's like the north side of Fleetwood, that edge there. And Wainwright said in his guides that it's not actually that steep. Well, I can tell you now, guys, coming down it and going up it, it is steep, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, we've not been doing any climbs. We've just sort of like been having a bit of a chill one, staying lakeside. Obviously, I did a video the other day. If you haven't watched it, go check it out, in Buttermere. But yeah, but obviously I've never swam in this lake before. But yeah, and I'll be honest with you, this is colder than Buttermere, but it's not too bad, obviously, you know what I mean? But yeah, and it's a lot deeper as well, I'm noticing. It's a hell of a lot deeper. But yeah, we're just having a chill one, leaving little Max, he's getting in. I say little Max, he's not so little anymore, is he now? Mrs. Detours is sat down there, chilling out, keeping an eye on the dogs, making sure that they're not getting up to no good. You've got to keep your dogs on a lead as well in these ends as well, guys, because obviously there are sheep walking around, you know, grazing, so you do have to make sure that you keep your dogs on lead. But just look at the views though, guys. Does it get any better than this? And further down that way is Crummock Water. So yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a mooch down there later, so I'll be getting a few more videos. Apparently there's a secret waterfall, but I'm not 100%. I do know it's in between Buttermere Lake and Crummock Water down there, because obviously there's like two back-to-back lakes on this part of the lake. So yeah, but let's look at that over there though, the way the sun kisses the mountains, you know. Your little Connor, I say little Connor, he's about 6'3". I'm the little one now. They're calling me Midget Danny Detours soon, won't they? But yeah, it's just fantastic. And not only that, just getting in the water as well, guys, it's good for your mental health, you know, inflammation. It's good for everything. It just resets everything in your body, doesn't it? You know, as you already know about watching some of my other videos. But yeah, fantastic. We'll see if we can get one with Fleetwood in the background. I don't want to start swimming out because I don't want to drop my phone thingy. But yeah, just look at that. Probably one of the best views in the Lake District, that. It's up there. But one thing I will say is it's what you call it, very sludgy. You've got to be careful. One thing I did notice when I was in Derwent Water, when I was walking out to the lake, like especially the first bit, you sink into the mud on some bits. This bit you do, but it's not as bad, do you know what I mean? But so you do have to be careful, like in some bits I imagine you could probably get stuck, you know. So just a word of warning for people who are coming out into these, you know, onto these lakes and that. Just be very, very careful when you're walking out, because I have sunk down into some of the mud, and there was one guy and he was like knee deep in it and he was struggling to get out. So, you know, always make sure if you are coming into these places, guys, and you are doing wild swimming, that you know, you always take precautions. And if you're not a strong swimmer, I do recommend that you do wear a thingy jacket, like a buoyancy aid, you know what I mean? You can pick them up cheap on Amazon, they're about £15, something like that. But just look at that with sun's coming off Fleetwith up there. Yeah, we did that. Obviously we did haystacks and we walked all the way across onto Fleetwith. But it was absolutely fantastic. But yeah, just look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? You know what I mean? Absolutely fantastic. There's not many people out swimming on the lake today. I think people are like walking past me going, what's this bloody lunatic doing here? But yeah, look, even Max is having a swim. He knows what's good for him. How is it, Max? Is it cold? Is it a little bit cold? Yeah. But the thing is though, guys, right, it's what you call inspiration, isn't it? You know, I always remember looking at Max and seeing his dad, me obviously, you know, coming into the water, and it's like, oh, if my dad's doing it, I want to do it, you know what I mean? And you've got to be that positive role model, aren't you? You know, instead of, you know, and it's like I always say, you know, going back to decisions that we make in life, you know, we've always got a choice. You know, you could choose to get in the water, and that's fine, you know, listen, if it's cold for you, you know, build your way up to it. You know, if you don't want to get into it, that's fine. But the benefits, it's like anything, nothing in life comes easy, guys. You know, you've got to push your boundaries, haven't you? You know, you've got to get out of them comfort zones and comfort levels, you know, and just push the boundaries. Oh, we're getting a bit choppy now, but it's like when you're exercising as well, you know. Is it easy? No, but how good you feel afterwards, and you know, the benefits you give to your body in that process far outweigh the pain that you've got to go through. You know, nothing easy in life comes, you've got to go through pain. You know, it's like I always look back to you know, say, you know, all the pain I've been through, the trauma, the tribulation. And listen, I'm not the only one. I'm not, you know, I'm not saying I'm anyone special, because, you know, we're all special, aren't we? We've all got our own destinations and paths that we have to walk with in life, but it all starts from you making that conscious decision of knowing who you are and what you are. So say it with me now, guys. I am wealthy, thank you. I am so grateful. I am grateful for this water. I am grateful for the universe. I am grateful for being able to have good eyesight so I can experience and see this beauty in which we call Earth, you know. I'm wealthy, I'm abundant, I'm whatever I say I am, as are you, you know. So you've got to put them affirmations out into the universe, and then before you know it, your reality starts to change, starts to shift. But oh, look at these, man. Got big waves coming now, guys. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it at that, because I am going to be getting some more footage. But thank you so much to everyone who does like, comment and subscribe to the channel. You know, we're doing really well now. I think we're on about 220, I don't know, quote me if I'm wrong on that. But I'm not really, you know, it's not really about the numbers at the moment, guys. It's more about putting out the positive message and just like, you know, enabling people, giving them the power and letting them know that anything in life is possible, you know what I mean? You can do anything, but it all starts with a thought, an emotion, a feeling, and then taking action. And then after that, guys, the world is your oyster. But yeah, thank you so much for the love and support. But for me, Danny D Tours and Paddy barking in the background, have a fantastic day. Peace.